Morning everyone, how you going? Boys have just had their little half-weekly kind of half bath that I normally give them on a Wednesday. Just wash their bottom halves kind of thing. Just keep them clean, and then on the weekend they get a full bath. But yeah, another nice day. I think today's only going to be 33. I think I heard. So it's not even 25 at the moment. I had 33 today, and then it's going to be 40 or 39 or something tomorrow, or 37 Friday. Raining, maybe, thunderstorm. And then I heard the weekend's going to be in the 40s. No more rain, but just hot. So I've just given the backyard a nice watering, get it ready. So today's Wednesday, I'll do it again probably. Oh, sorry, today's Thursday. Yeah, I've still not over Christmas. I've lost track of days, big time. So yeah, Thursday, give it the water. Probably leave it tomorrow, or maybe just a quick one tomorrow night. Because these are all succulents, so they go pretty good in the heat. It doesn't really affect them too much. They got plenty of water in them, so I might just give them a quick mist on tomorrow night. If it's over 35, I just mist them every night just to cool them down and give them a bit of water overnight. Yeah, how you going? This video has turned out to be a bit of a mashup between this house video and the water feature video. So if you've watched the water feature and then thought the water feature video and thought that the starting of this one was very similar to that one, it's because it is. I was halfway through doing that water feature video, and as usual, tangents happened, and I ended up talking about the house, this new house we're building, more than what the water feature one was. So I've kind of mashed the two videos together, so bear with us. There might be a bit of overlap between the two. If you've only watched one or the other, you won't notice. But that's why I've just dropped this bit of me talking in now, just to explain what's going on and why there's a bit of a jump at the start, but the rest of the video should be sweet. So stick with us. Like I say in the video, it's going to be about a year and a half kind of, not a journey, but whatever, just a video series, I suppose, year and a half. There probably won't be too many videos, just because there's not much I can do. We're paying these guys to build the house, so it's not like I'm building the house. So I'll just drop an update video every now and again at big stages, kind of when the slab goes down, maybe even when the fencing's finished. You'll see in this video what I talk about the fencing. So maybe when the fencing's done, earthworks are done, then slab down, bricks up, roof up. I think once the roof's up, I'm pretty sure the doors and the windows go in, so then they're lockable, so we won't be able to get into the house at that stage. So when they're doing the fit out, and the plastering and putting in all the kitchen benches and stuff, we won't be allowed. Well, we can't get in the house because it's going to be locked. So yeah, we can look through windows and things like that, but that's about it. And then handover when we get the keys, and then I'll probably keep the video series going, and up until the point that we actually rent it out. I reckon it'd be pretty interesting. I've never rented a house before, so it'd be interesting for me anyway because I've never done it. So yeah, it should be good. We're going to get a real estate agent to look after it. So there's two ways of doing it in Australia. I don't know about anywhere else. You can do you can rent it out yourself and look after it yourself. So if you're keen on that, you can find the people, put them in, come up with rent inspections, come up with whatever rent you want to charge them. Whatever you can do it yourself, or you can pay a real estate agent, and they're not that expensive. It's normally about 1 month's rent per year it costs, for them to look after it for the whole year. So, and that's tax deductible. So if you're renting it, it's another deduction, and they're going to do a much better job. Most of them, you got to find the right one, but they're going to do a much better job in general compared to what you're going to do. So they keep ledgers. They actually find the people, they screen them, then they present the 3 or 4 probably best ones to you, and then the final decision's down to you, who you put in your house. After that, 6 monthly rent inspections they organise out. They take photos, reports, everything. Anything breaks in the house, these people that are living in the house don't call me, they call the real estate agent. Real estate agent organises quotes, presents the quotes to me, I pick which one I want to go with. If it's something that I can fix myself, then I can go and fix it myself. But I have to tell the tenant that I want to come in the house and fix something or do whatever. So yeah, you got to do things like that. you got to do it all by the book. You can't just let yourself in the house when they're not home. Can't do things like that, which is fair enough. So yeah, stick with us. Like I said, it's going to be a long one. There's going to be months and months between videos, I'd say. But yeah, this is the start of it, and hopefully in a year and a half we're having the same conversation and there's somebody living in the house. So cheers for watching. There's still the video to come up, so yeah, stick with us. Catch ya. Quick update, we're still building that house because we have that land in North Perth. So it's very close to the city. It's less than 2 kilometres out of the CBD. So we've just been in talks with a builder at the moment. I've decided I'm going to make a full series on building a house in Perth, which is probably similar to building a house in Australia. Perth might be a little bit different because our houses are all double brick. You can, but you've got to go looking for it to build a steel structure house, steel framed house, and even then it'll be steel frame with a brick veneer, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure because 99% of the houses here are double brick. No one ever asks for anything different. The only time you'll get a house that's made out of, so it's got one course of brick on the outside and then steel frame or wood frame on the inside, or steel frame with heavy insulation. The only time you're going to get that is out in the country, because you can't get bricks out in the country. It's very expensive to haul the bricks out there. So they'll build either a wooden house or a steel frame house, and they'll do it that way. But in the city, almost every house is double brick. So that wall there is single brick because that's an outside wall, and this is a garage. This is double brick because that's our theatre room on that side. So that's double brick. And this is single brick, as you can see here, because it's double brick with a big cavity, with a 6 metre cavity, because it's, if you know what I mean. All these walls are single brick, as you can see here. And then every other wall on the outside is 2 thicknesses of brick. I can't really show you. No, can't show you, with a cavity in the middle for insulation. So yeah, that's going ahead. So we're pretty much, we went and seen them the other day. This mob here, they're called Darlawcock. So they're the people that actually built this house. Get the brochure here. So yeah, they're the people that actually built this house. So that's the guy that's looking after us. I don't have plans or anything of what we're building, but yeah, modern open plan. It's only going to be a 2-bedroom because our block's only very small. This is just all the inclusions. They're actually including stone bench tops like what we have here, ducted aircon, glass splashbacks, upgrade to overhead cupboards in the kitchen. They provide ceiling paint. Your door frames are all painted. They'll provide whatever flooring you want within reason. If you want them really fancy, you'll have to pay the difference, but otherwise tiles or carpet, tiles in living areas, carpet in bedroom. If you want it, that's all included. The only thing he was telling us they don't provide is paint for the walls, and that's only because they won't paint when it's really hot or really cold or really humid. So if they include it, but then the painter says, no, I'm not painting it, that can delay you getting your keys if handover happens to be on a very humid week or in summer or something like that. So they don't include it. So that's one thing we're going to have to sort out is painting. Like I said, it's only a small house, only 2-bedroom house. With 2, I should try and draw. I'm going to get plans for it soon, hopefully, because they have not even told us if they're prepared to build the house yet. If it was up to us, we'd go ahead with it. But the block has some challenges. One of them's access. One of them is access, because at the back we've got a lane, but it's only 4 metres wide, and in front of us we've got a block which belongs to my sister, but she's already started almost building on it, so they can't use that block to drop our bricks off and lay the slab and all that kind of stuff. So they're going to have to do it in smaller loads. He said it's possible, but it's going to be more expensive by about $10,000 because they've got to do it in smaller loads. So we were prepared for it because there's no other way of doing it. We went to a few other builders. They've seen it and just went, no, we're not prepared to do it because of access issues. The other thing is we're going to have to retain our whole block on 3 sides because the lane is quite high and then the block is a big step down. So it's going to need 1 to 1.2 metres of retaining on our fence that butts up to my sister's block at the back of our house, I suppose, like opposite side of the lane, and both sides will have to be retained, and then dump a whole heap of sand in to get us up to the level of the lane, because otherwise the driveway is going to be very steep, and the driveway's only, I think there's only 1.5 or 2 metres from the edge of where the lane is to the garage door, and they were talking about a 1 metre drop from, like a 1 metre drop over 2 metres, and that's too steep. You wouldn't get many cars on that. So yeah, we're going to build it up, so that's going to add more cost to it. So yeah, but anyway, all good. It's worth doing because of where it is. The rent is going to be quite high. We're aiming for about $1,000 a week, give or take, and it's only going to go up from there. It's not going to go down. So it's definitely worth investing in that area there. So that would be good. So yeah, I'll probably put all this information. I'm going to start part 1 of the building process. So this won't be part of the water filter video, but if you're interested in the water filter, go backwards and watch that video. But yeah, I've just decided that, yeah, I've talked too long I've talked more about the house than a water filter, so I'll put it in a separate video. I'll draw a mud map of the house. Like I said, they haven't said yes, so they haven't given us any plans. We haven't paid any money or anything like that just yet. So the construction boss comes back to work in like 3 days after the weekend. So he'll give us the yay or nay if they're prepared to go ahead with it. I've actually got an email sitting on my computer that I haven't opened yet with a questionnaire, and it's pretty much how well do you get on with your neighbours, because all the fences are going to have to come down, and yeah, our fences on the side are going to have to come down. They're going to have to be replaced. On one side there's a brick wall. I'll show you some pictures, it's easier than explaining to it. Yeah, 2 seconds. Okay, yeah, so definitely not to scale or exactly how it was, but that's as far as my memory goes. Like I said, he didn't give us any, he just showed us the plans. He wouldn't let us take a copy because, like I said, we haven't paid anything. So my sister's block is there, the main road's here. We've got like a little 1.5 metre walkway, which you have to have. Yeah, so the road's there. You have to have this bit of common property here as a thing to get. So our letterbox is here, the power's here, the power meter, the letterbox, the water meter, and you have to have the walkway so people, because that's your address, is this road's name, is our address, and you have to be able to get your bins through to get emptied from here. They won't empty from the lane, which is here, because the lane's not big enough for the truck to get down. But anyway, so yeah, so really our block is this bit at the back with the lane here. That's the lane. You come in, you got a double car garage, you got another door here that goes in to like a hallway, and from memory the kitchen was kind of like that, but open. It had a wall there and a wall there. The pantry was across here, I think, and then this wall was only, or there was a walkway here, and then it was a half wall here, so you can be in the kitchen and still be in the dining and living room at the same time. All open plan. That's pretty much how all the houses are here. And then another door there to get into the backyard, and this is all undercover of the main roof here. So the main thing I wanted was the main bedroom to have its own bathroom, toilet, shower, double basin, all that kind of stuff. So that's an ensuite. So yeah, so that has its own. Then I said, because we're only having two bedrooms, I said I wanted the other bedroom to have an ensuite, which is going to be a shower, not a toilet. So the toilet's going to be somewhere else. So it'll have a shower, a sink, or like a basin to do your makeup at or whatever with a mirror. And then also the laundry is going to be in here, not in a separate room, but it's just going to have a space to have like a little bit of bench space, a laundry trough, and a place to put your washing machine and dryer. So that'll be in the bathroom. And then he had this other little room here, which was going to be like a powder room, which is a toilet, another hand basin with a mirror and some cupboards. So that way, because FIFO is a big thing in Perth, fly in, fly out, which means it depends what roster you're on, but a lot of people fly out on a Monday morning, and then like they'll go up north, they'll go on a plane for an hour or 2 hours, not even 2 hours, an hour and a half, hour 45 is about the longest flight, because that'll take you all the way up north of Australia. They get there on a Monday, and then they'll either leave on a Thursday or Friday morning and come back. So they're always back in Perth for a weekend, but they do all their work Monday to Thursday or Friday is up north. They earn a lot of money doing that because of the situation that you're in. You're not home during the week. So that's kind of what we're doing, is so that way if some FIFO people do end up renting this house, bed 2 has its own bathroom and toilet that they can use. Bed 1 has its own ensuite and toilet and everything that they can use, so they're totally separate. They don't have to cross over each other. And also, if they have friends over, the friends will just go to the toilet pretty much and wash their hands in that room and then go back. They're not going into bed 1 or bed 2's bathroom for any reason. Double car garage as well, so 2 cars in that garage, 6.1 metres I saw by 6 metres I think it was. So good sized garage. Al fresco underneath the main roof, so that'll be nice. I think that was like 4 metres by 2.5 metres, and then we still got more backyard space after that. So from memory, that's what the plan of attack was for the house, but I can't remember exactly how he done it. I think that it was an existing plan, and then he just lopped off a bedroom. I think it was a 4-bedroom house, and he just lopped off a bedroom or 2 bedrooms and just changed the internals a bit. But we'll jump on the computer and I'll show you some photos of the block so you can understand what's going on. Okay, so this is kind of what we're working with here. Get this camera set up nicely. So I am currently up this way. You can't even see it. So up there. So pretty much go down this road, which is Charles Street. You go all the way down, and we're going to be down here. So you can see where Perth, this actual CBD, is just here. You can see all the big buildings just there, and then our place is just up here. So yeah, it's not far. It's only 1.8 k's or something like that. You could walk there easy. So yeah, it's not far. It's a good spot to build. Heaps of shops and everything around. So yeah, really good spot. So very lucky with that it's in that position. So that's the block. If I open up some pictures, it's probably going to open up. So on this, hang on, I want to keep that there, and then we'll swing over to this one. So that's the vacant block that we're working with. So yeah, my sister's got about half of it about there, and then that's the lane at the back up the top here, and we're in this back bit in the back half. So the main drama that they're concerned about is fencing, and you can see here the fencing. It's not a very big picture. Hang on, see if I can zoom in. You can see the fencing is just like really old stuff. The house was built in the 70s or 60s, I think. So that's why. This used to be my grandparents' block. So my granddad had his garage just here, and his shed was that was the back wall of his shed. So we've left that there because there was no fence there. So that's why you're seeing that brick wall. Hang on, I lost my mouse. So that's pretty much our block, and you can see the lane at the back there. You probably can't really tell in the photo, but it's a lot higher than what the block is. So yeah, next picture. So they took these photos the other day. So that wall, the next door neighbours have like a pergola attached to it. So we're gonna have to sort that out. It's just got like a little roof, no walls. It's just a roof thing attached to it. So that wall, they won't start on that wall. They won't start building the house until this wall is gone, because it's very unsafe. It's only just standing there. So yeah, that's a major issue. You can see the lean. You can see it's leaning big time. So yeah, that's got to go. That slab has to go. This fence is very old. It's got holes in it, so that's got to go. So I'm just hoping they're all right. The neighbours, they're not too bad. Like I said, I grew up there because that was my grandparents' house. So yeah, I know them. So, and that's the other side. So that fence has to go. Plus, this block has to be built up. So there's going to have to be a retaining wall through here, and then a fence on top of that. So both sides are very, yeah, you can see the fence there. So very poor condition. All that's got to go, and then all this has to go. So all good. But yeah, so my sister's is just here in the front, and then we'll be at the back there. What else is there? I think that's, yeah, I don't know why I took photos of that. They must have dug a hole to see what's under there. But you can see the difference in level is a fair bit. So yeah, and those pipes at the back there, they're sewer pipes sticking up there. So we've got sewer ready to go. Yeah, so they're all the photos that they took, and that is the actual block. So that's that wall that has to come down, that pergola that has to come down. I don't know what the go is there. I think that might have to stay because that's his shed. Actually, if we go Google Street View, yeah, they did. They went through the lane here. Oh no, yeah. So that wall will have to come down, and that is just a tin shed. So we'll just put a new fence all the way down, and hopefully they're paying for half of it. Hopefully, there's the view of the city. You can see the city just there. So really nice view. When we were gonna move here, we were gonna build a 2-story house, and we would have had that nice view. But yeah, it's only going to be single story now, just due to the fact that it's a lot cheaper. Unfortunately, the grass is overgrown in this photo, so you can't see the difference. But there is a major difference in height. I wonder if you look backwards. Nah, you can't really see. But I remember my grandparents had a gate here, so we could walk to the shops, and there was a couple steps to go from where they were to up to this level. So. Yeah, and see what the council's doing. They're making people now. So if you're doing any major renos, see how that's the original boundary, but see here it's set back more, and then over here it's not. It's, if we can see it, there's a step. It'll be with this guy because. So yeah, you can see that's now his boundary, this wall, which is 600 mil, 60 centimeters back this way. So what they're doing is anyone that does any major renos, they have to give up for free. The council aren't paying for it. 60 centimeters of land from this side and 60 centimeters of land from this side. So eventually this lane will be 1.2 meters wider than what it is now. But they can't force you to do it, but they can force you to do it when you're doing renovations. So see how that's all old stuff. So that's the old boundary. But if any of these guys decide to do see that's what they're talking about there. That's a perfect example. So this would be their new boundary, and they've lost that 60 centimeters, which is a bit unfair, and especially they don't give you any compensation for it. But yeah, so if these people do any renos, then they're going to have to come back to here. Same with these people on this side, and eventually the lane will be wider. That's what they're talking about doing. But you can see the. Oh, I think it's even worse down here actually. This garage here. You can see the height difference. If I go back one, I don't reckon these people would even ever use their garage because that's the best photo I got. But you can see there, if you project that line of bricks, hang on, I lost it. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 bricks difference in height from there to there, and that would only be about 1.5 meters, and that's what they're trying to do to us. So there's you need a 4-wheel drive to get down that. So yeah, and you can see with all the leaves and everything that they would never even use that. Yeah, so not worth it. So definitely worth the extra money just to build it up. But yeah, should be good. And then yeah, to get to the shops, you just go this way, and then hang the left, walk this way, and boom, you got Coles and the liquor shop. I'll give you a bit of a tour. That was an old grocery shop. I remember going there with my grandparents, but it's not open anymore. But yeah, if you go down here. Down to the right, there's a few coffee shops, a chemist and stuff like that. And then here, you're just in the thick of it straight away. I mean, you could walk there. There's another big chemist there. Coffee shops all through there. Big Coles, so that's a big shopping centre. You can do your weekly shop there. There's a pizza place, I think, from memory. Around here somewhere. I can't remember. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. Bank. There was a post office. There's a bank there. I think the post office is around the corner now. That place is really nice for brekkie. There's a coffee shop just there, and then this corner is kind of the main corner. So you got billiards place there. Down the bottom, you got 10-pin bowling up the top. You got a really nice old pub just here that has a really nice beer garden, and I don't know if you can get there. Yeah, oh, hang on, where are we? No, further down. Should be able to see it. Oh, maybe not. There's a really nice beer garden in here anyway. Just in here, really good. Yeah, nice pub. But yeah, heaps more. If you go back on the main street here, yeah, just coffee shop, restaurant, after restaurant, everything, all what you want up through there. So yeah, good place. It's always going to be rented. It's going to be popular, all that. So yeah, another coffee shop there. So yeah, it's just non-stop. So yeah, nice place. And like if I just zoom out, you can see there's the river. That's where I go jet skiing. Yeah, so very close. The beach is just there. So you're only 15 minutes from the beach, if that. I don't know, 5-minute drive to the river if you want to go on the river. So yeah, pretty good spot. So yeah, but I'll like I said, we haven't even got the go ahead yet from the builder that they're ready to build it. So I've just got to answer some questions mainly about the fencing and if we're cool with it and all that. So or if we're okay with the neighbours and the neighbours are going to be on board with it. If by the sounds of it, if it's going to be too much hassle for them, they're just going to pull out and say no, we're not interested. So the easier that I can make it for the builder, then he doesn't have an excuse to say no then. I think because a lot of people are starting to build now, they're just getting pretty much the lowest hanging fruit, like the easiest job. That they don't have time to waste with unruly neighbours and difficult clients, so they're picking the best of the best, whatever's easier for them, which makes sense. So yeah, so anyway, thanks for watching. I'll keep you updated anyway, and we'll see how it goes. But from what he was saying, it's a 6-month process for planning, council, so for their side and council side. And then after that 6 months, that's when construction starts. And construction's running at about 10-11 months. Oh, no, sorry, more than that. About 12 months, I think he said, at the moment. About a year. So, yeah, it'll be a slow process, but it should be pretty good. We get to go and pick all the taps and what bricks you want and what doors you want, what cornices you want, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it'll be pretty interesting. We done it for this house. So, but we were going to be living in this house. So this next house is not going to be as exciting because it's not really, we're not going to live in it. So, but yeah. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated and have a good one. We'll catch you later.